Super Hits 104.9 WAXI, Rockville, Clinton.
We'll start with old business. Lighting.
Yes. Let's see, the last one was, I think, urban and,
I can tell you.
I got it now.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Wells and Urban.
Wells and urban, that one was repaired.
Okay.
We've had two more go out since then. And
Jeez.
I know and I talked to the guy, there's no damage, there's just bulbs.
What would it take for them to switch them over? Because they're switching over the school to the LED stuff.
I can ask, find out, but they replaced this one right here in front of us.
Right.
And the one at Craig and Montezuma.
Uh-huh.
And that one was just replaced last summer. I don't remember the date, but August, July.
And no damage.
No damage.
Okay.
No damage.
So they've already been repaired.
They've already been repaired. Yeah.
What about for the park?
I have not followed up on that. I haven't had a lot of time, but as soon as I can get some more free time, I'll work with that.
Okay.
The last person I talked to seemed to think that it would be promising. It's just a matter of going through the channels.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to try to get three there.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's the goal.
I don't have anybody from the park board here, so I'm not going to be able to ask about the signage. I'll follow up on that later on. Any other old business? I'm sorry, I'm moving along a little quick because I have ribs on the grill right now. And they're going to be amazing. Sorry.
Not really. I mean, last time we went over what the engineer said. Have you gotten your?
We got the report.
Back?
Yes.
So we'll go on that. We got the report, finally, and it gives direction and options. It's a pretty sizable report. What was it, 18 pages?
Yeah, at least.
Oh,
It's a
my.
pretty big report.
Okay, so they followed up. They came through for us. In fact, I just received the bill in the mail today. But subsequently, we had on the 7th, two firms, ServiceMaster and Major Enterprises, out to look over the place, measure stuff out. They've each got a copy of the report. They're going to come up with some numbers.
What was the second? ServiceMaster and
ServiceMaster and Major, MAGER Enterprises, they're local. They're the ones that just, they're finishing up on the ambulance building in Rockville for Park County. Everybody totally professional. ServiceMaster showed up with like 7, 8 guys and measured everything. They're all going to come up with numbers for us. The first thing they're going to come up with is how to dry it in. Get either a structure for a roof or a temporary something or other to get a cover on it before spring and then start cleaning everything out. At that point, we'll put a call out for volunteers to help with the cleaning out efforts. It'll save us a lot of money. And also add to our matching for the grants.
yeah, the engineering report was very clear. It needs a temporary roof and it needs
Yeah.
dried out. So.
Something has to be over the top, okay? They're both going to come up with a way to shore up the walls of the gymnasium. Whether that's scaffolding or whatever, get the weight off of them so that they can be salvaged, all right? Like I said previously, the saving feature of the gymnasium is the iron framework on the inside. So what we previously thought was black mold growing in there is nothing but soot. So we're okay there so far. And right now, according to the experts, this weather is actually working in our favor because it is freeze drying the inside of the building. It's helping to draw out the moisture. That will completely turn around come spring. That's why we need to work as fast as we can to get it closed in. I haven't received any feedback from those firms yet but I don't doubt I'll be receiving them soon, as soon as possible. But they seemed both to be very methodical, and they wanted to give us the right stuff, the right numbers. Something we can go on to shoot for when it comes to funding. Okay? And that was basically the gist of that. What'd I miss?
We talked about, what about the security light at the school?
They are functional now.
Okay.
So I talked to the guy, and he was gonna try to work on those when he did these other two, but
Yeah,
I
the
haven't
security
checked
lights are
to see if they're
functional. In
actually
fact,
working.
they're
Are they
changing them
working?
over to LED. So
Okay.
they were nice. They're nice lights. They look like something I'd want at my house.
Do you have the checkbook with you?
Crap. No?
Okay.
I need to cut a check to the fire department. Crap.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll catch you on the next meeting.
I'm sorry. That was on my list, and I don't know where my list is, except it's lost in my head someplace.
Well, if I looked at the minutes, and I did those, I could have reminded you, Tom. I could have reminded you.
5,500. I also received notice that we have to reimburse Community Foundation for what they fronted us for the park project to the tune of 68,000. We have the funds because DNR paid us. We got to pay it back.
Okay.
So we're okay.
Okay, we knew that was gonna happen?
We knew, well, somebody knew that was going to happen, that's no longer here. I was informed about it.
Okay.
So now I knew it was going to happen,
Okay.
belatedly. I didn't realize that we hadn't paid it back yet.
Okay.
I was nicely reminded of it. Nobody came knocking on my door, so it's okay.
Okay. There's something else that I was gonna say. Now I don't know the correct way, but from the person that I took over from, I had always did 2 separate checks because one comes out of public safety and the other
The
one
last
comes
check
out-
I saw was one check for 5,500.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was probably not the way it's supposed to be.
Okay, I'll do 2.
Yeah, one's general funds for the
And one's
contract, the
safety.
other's $500 out of the public.
And,
Okay.
and now, and it could be, that as long as it's reported properly, that's fine, but that's just how I had always done it.
Yeah. In dual entry accounting, you can do 1 check as long as you record this credit or debit and 2 separate credits.
Right.
And that's up to you guys, 1 or 2 on this. It was the funds that one came out of general, one came out
Yeah.
of both. So
It doesn't matter on your end.
It doesn't matter on our end.
Okay.
Yeah, makes it-
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me either, I'm not,
Okay.
just a board member now.
Would it have mattered to you? Okay. I'm not ignoring you. You're new business. You're not old. Everybody can tell that.
What about the tree limb down?
That
over
was
the road
that
at
was cleared
Webster?
out. That
Okay,
he got it.
okay. That's pretty much it.
Okay. That was old business. Anybody got any further old business? Okay. New business. We have an opening. We have somebody that says they want to do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Really?
Sounds fantastic.
Okay. Is it fantastic enough to make a motion?
Yeah.
Do you live in Mecca?
No, I'm in Owensboro.
Okay,
I was informed it doesn't matter on the clerk treasurer.
okay, well, heck,
What's the
Really?
last name?
Yeah.
Hoover.
Kelsey Hoover.
okay.
Because we had the option to make Janet Alexander our clerk treasurer.
Well, see, that's what I thought. Well, what is that, is that the lady that Haley was talking about?
Yeah.
See, what I thought maybe was that we had, I would basically, or whoever the clerk treasurer was, would just give her the load, and she would do the work, and we would pay her for the work, but we would still have,
No, it was a total,
Okay.
fill the position, so we're good.
okay.
No.
You have experience? Not that I really care, but,
No, I'm working on my master's in public administration,
okay.
but I don't have
I don't think it matters.
we will
but-
turn her on to Janet Alexander for instruction, much like we did with Haley.
Does she have like a program, or is she like does she have
Janet?
like a teaching program?
Oh, yeah.
She has like an actual program.
She does it for 20 municipalities.
Yeah, I knew that she did it for a lot.
Yeah. So,
Okay, I didn't know if there was if we could send her to a class.
no, it's all digital.
Virtual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why I'd fail miserably.
Okay. How do you spell your name?
KELSEYHOOVER.
Can you
Do you
motion?
have a husband?
Do Chance?
Yeah, I work at State Farm.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
Her husband is like a really good volunteer also.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
good to know.
yes.
Good to know.
She volunteered him to be a volunteer.
Nice,
So,
nice.
Good wife.
solid.
Cool.
She motioned.
A second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we have a motion and a second
Congratulations.
to add Kelsey Hoover to our little group as the clerk treasurer. All in favor?
Hi.
Okay. Motion passed. You and I have to go to the clerk's office in Rockville. My next day off is Friday. Are you free?
Yep.
Okay, we'll work that out. So, excellent. Because they have to do lots of paperwork, and since we don't have actual printed minutes, I do have the resignation,
Okay.
so I'll present that along with me, and it'll make it all
Okay.
official. And I
If I need
promise
to-
she will
I can write
not go
something up.
through what you had to go through.
I had no issue when I did it. It was like a 30
Well,
second
they
thing.
ran her through the
I know
ringer.
they did.
I
And it was
forgot all about it.
ridiculous. I didn't. So, anyway,
Okay. And I can get you minutes printed. I can get you minutes worked up and printed off too if you want me to do
okay.
that.
Can you shoot them to Crystal? If you can do
Yep,
that?
yep.
Just
Okay.
have her forward them on to all of us, maybe? Can you have her forward them on to me?
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
absolutely. Excellent. You have Crystal's email somewhere?
Just tell me what it is.
CHRISTEL arts, ARTS, the number 1, at gmail.com.
Okay. Cool.
Okay? All right. Any other new bit? Well, you can come sit with us now. You can sit at the grown-up table.
I don't know if you want to get that close.
I saw somebody cleaned up a little bit up around the school, moved all the scrap metal.
Yeah, it was a guy that was looking for, his name's Gary, he was looking for community service hours.
Okay.
So I set him up to do it, and he did.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Weather's breaking a little bit. I'll try to get up there and get the rest of it
You know, I mean,
hauled off to my place.
and if anybody knows somebody that needs or wants
Community service
community
hours.
service hours,
It's a good
I can
idea.
sign off on them. We got
Do we get
lot-
to use those? Do we get to take advantage of those hours too?
Yes,
They do count
he
towards.
gave us a total of 8.
Okay. Anybody else know
it looks
any
much
more
better. He did a
hours,
good
community
job.
service
Yeah.
hours or anything that have been done since the last meeting?
Not directly, no.
Probably been too cold.
It's been a little brisk.
Yeah.
In fact, we had to be careful on the 7th because going in, there was actually a sheet of ice
Oh, really?
across. So we had to work our way around. And a reporter from Channel 2 was there, and she really wore the wrong shoes. And we had to make sure that she didn't have an accident. I told her, don't become a part of the story.
Yeah.
Do we have any other new business?
When are they still planning on getting some heavy stuff off the floors?
Yes. Scott was gonna coordinate that,
Okay.
Oh,
so,
He's been out and out, I think, he had a surgery or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think he's in
He was there on the 7th, but he wasn't moving real good, so I mean, right now, it really wouldn't help to have somebody fall, because it is frozen in there.
It is what?
It's frozen,
Frozen?
yeah. No.
We'll also have to have some, we don't have, there's no roll-off for nothing up there. We'll almost have to coordinate a little bit ahead of time to have someone.
Let me know when, I need to know a date you're gonna do it, and I'll get the roll-off of it.
Right, I guess that's what we're getting at, so we'll make sure that we're plenty of far out, we can raise a couple extra colors and they'll help out or whatever, but
Yeah.
coordinate Scott, I guess, see if we can go.
It'll be relatively soon, so, because the more we can get off that floor, the better. Anything, you know. So it's going to be another one of those occasions where bring your favorite shovel, just like filling the potholes. Which everybody needs to keep in mind. That's coming up also. It's going to be pothole filling season pretty soon, and
March is usually when it busts apart.
yeah. Well, once we stop getting the freezes, then we'll be able to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it just to do it twice. But cruising around, it's not that bad.
We're in better shape right now than we were this time last
Yeah.
year.
So, and the only other thing I've got is that
I feel like we are.
somebody decided to write into the Sentinel again. Somebody that doesn't live in Mecca that thinks they know better as to what we should do. Yeah.
I missed,
Missed that one.
They just
I just
demonstrated
look at
their
the
ignorance
crimes and the deaths.
and put pen to paper as to their hatred for people because of their zip code or their financial status.
I missed that when they have another article in.
It's in this week's.
Oh, it's in this week?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing about the monstrosity of a fire department. But this time it was about that giant useless building.
How have you seen it already? How have you seen it already?
It came out Wednesday.
He means the one that came out Wednesday.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
all right.
not the one that comes out this Wednesday.
Okay,
The one
all
that
right.
came out this past Wednesday.
Okay.
And
What was her suggestion?
all that would be torn down and something usable be put in its place. Because Mecca is too small, poor, and full of people that can't afford to live other places.
Oh my.
I actually choose to live here. Kind of like it.
I mean, it's amazing that an antique living in government subsidized housing would talk that way about people. But what can you do? Okay, I invite everyone to pick up a copy of the Sentinel. They're at Ace right now, in front of God and everybody. In fact, it was people at Ace that brought it to my attention. Did you see? And what's your response? I said opinions are like sphincters. Everybody's got one and they all stink.
Obviously, the project, as it moves along, there's going to be some controversy come through and stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
People
And-
with different ideas. It doesn't have to go negative, though, if you know what I mean. That's
Yeah.
not the point.
I don't need the hate.
It's not,
You know.
that's necessary.
And tragedy brings out the best in people, it brings out the worst in people. We've experienced both. I prefer to dwell on the positive and the fact that we have such a good volunteer group ready to help out whenever needed. That's why. And it's just the hate like this just makes me more resolved to do whatever's necessary to see that structure restored. So she finished it up with saying that Sanders would be rolling over in his grave.
Oh my.
And I said the only reason he'd be rolling over his grave so she could kiss his butt. So, anyway, there you have it. And it's on film now. So maybe I'm in trouble. I don't care. Is there any other things to be brought forward?
Well, we're still gearing up to figure out the fish fry thing for spring. It's still on for right now, but the only option I have is down here or whatever and stuff, so I have to figure out our power situation. We have a separate meter up there, so we'll have to figure out a different breaker, different power setup, and parking's gonna be an issue and all that type of stuff, so we really have to figure something out.
You know, I got a lot of positive feedback when you guys did the drive-through thing.
That's true as well. We're gonna plan on still doing that as well, but we're just coordinating it, we're setting it up at, we're having to come down side street, whichever way we gotta do, but it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge this year, so we can plan still to have it, and it will be on a Saturday.
Okay, excellent. Anybody got anything else?
And make sure they say use some fish. The outfit that has the fish.
Remember,
The last
Yeah.
time
They
we
didn't
didn't
have
get
enough.
it.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sold out.
so when is that?
And if anybody's interested, the Arabs meeting is a week from tomorrow,
Okay. Hopefully I'm well enough to walk.
correct? Arabs meeting is a week from tomorrow? Yeah, 23rd.
Yep.
That's 6 p.m.
You guys have been out at the church, right? Up there at the annex's church.
Okay. Do we have anything else? Anybody want to close?
I motion to close.
I second.
All right, motion second to close. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Meeting's over.